another wellness conference today. So my name is Geni and I'm from Multiflora TCM Spa. So what is Multiflora TCM Spa? Is basically a sanctuary where we promote and we do therapies such as traditional Chinese kind of therapies using their methods, using ancient Chinese methods with the combination of the Western technology to provide this, therapy which can heal your health holistically. So not just physically, but also mentally as well. So I'm currently representing Datin Sri Abby. So she's the founder of Multiflora TCM Spa. And today we have our speaker, Tracy Chien. She's the senior trainer of Multiflora TCM Spa. Hi, Tracy. I think you gotta unmute your.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hi, Jenny. Thank you for having me here today.
Okay, so Tracy, today's topic is about health benefits using the traditional Chinese buffalo horn. So this therapy is actually quite popular right now in Singapore. So can you share with us more on what is this buffalo horn therapy?
Oh, yes, sure. As you know that most of us appreciate the occasional massage in the name of rest and relaxation. However, the massage techniques were developed with a purpose for healing rather than a relaxation aim in mind. So massage techniques are believed to originate from China, backed by documentation dating back to 2700 BC. So while Swedish, Thai, and Javanese massage are commonly enjoyed as a form of muscle relaxation therapy, while traditional Chinese medicine massage, we call it TCM massage, focus on healings and recovery and energization. So if you find yourself in search of pain relief and something to raise your energy levels, Jing therapy might just be the answer. So what is exactly Jing therapy? So Jing is also known as the Meridian tissue manipulation massage. And it offers a unique blend of traditional Chinese medicine, Meridian expertise, and Western medicine muscle and bone research to manipulate acupressure points, meridians, and soft tissues and muscles. So when given a Jing therapy, we actually utilize buffalo horn massage tools to perform such a massage. So how does Jing works actually? So the treatment is based on a TCM philosophy that external appearance is influenced by the internal health. So Jing therapists usually specialize, they use specially crafted buffalo horn tools that allows them to unlock knots in deep tissues and muscles. So this provides more effective relief for chronic pain, muscle stiffness, and what about Meridian, if you ask? Because not everybody knows about Meridians. So TCM practitioners believe that Meridians are the channels in our bodies through which the life energy known as Qi flows. So Jing massage specially address these meridians, working on reducing the blockages caused by health complications. So, so far, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay,
so I understand that traditional Chinese medicine is another alternative to what do you call it? Another alternative to Western medical. So actually, how can you, can you share more with us? How can we actually use this therapy and use it on our everyday life?
Oh, yes, of course. So let me further share with you about Bojing therapy. So there are various other traditional Chinese medicine massage that are efficient in relieving pain. However, most of them are only capable of working on superficial skin and muscle levels. So the benefit of Bojing massage lies in its ability to work on the deeper structure of connective tissue that surrounded the muscle groups, blood vessels, nerves, restrictions, and scar tissue found in the muscles. So simultaneously, Bojing therapy works to stimulate the various meridians in the body to remove the blockages and stagnant qi from the body. The basic principle is that by clearing the meridian network, qi is able to flow smoothly, providing more energy and longevity. Okay, so that's just to put it in a nutshell. What are the benefits of Bojing? So first of all, it increases in collagen production, improving the elasticity of your skin. And because today I actually would like to share with everybody the facial Bojing especially. So one of the benefits on facial Bojing is also to remove fine wrinkles in the skin, and it also lightens deeper lines in the face. Also, it strengthens the facial muscles, helping to flatten the wrinkles like around our eye area, okay? And it lifts droopy eyelids. It also, however, increases blood circulation in the face, which gives a more better complexion. So also it clear or reduce age spots and the redness and acne as such. And the one thing about Bojing is it is a non-invasive treatment. And it's also different from gua sha, because with gua sha therapy, it actually leaves redness on the skin and sometimes also a little bit of bruise on the skin as well. But Bojing is pain-free, and it's a natural therapy that improves your appearance. And but overall, it is a treatment to benefit your overall health. So not only you will look younger, but you will feel younger. So I mentioned earlier on about Bojing is a manipulation of meridian, soft tissues, and connective tissues. So we know about soft tissues and connective tissues are like muscles, ligaments, or tendon. Now, what about the meridians? Okay, so if you think our body is actually an energy system organism, that according to theories of TCM, there are 12 major pathways of energy in the body, known as meridians, or some people would like to call it channels. So all these channels or meridians which connect and affect the function of 12 major organs and systems. For instance, heart and small intestine, your lung and your large intestine, spleen and the stomach, and liver and the gallbladder, pericardium and triple heater, and kidney and bladder. They all work in pairs. So it's like yin and yang. Okay, so we have yin meridian, and then we have to pair it with a yang meridian. So these meridians are running up and down throughout the whole body, including the face. Okay, So I would like just show you guys a picture on a facial meridian. Sorry, just give me a minute. So these are the meridians that run through the face and our head. Okay, so we have a gallbladder meridian, we have a bladder meridian, we have stomach meridian, large intestine meridian, and small intestine meridians. So that's why facial boarding can benefit so much on our skin when we have a facial treatment. It's because not only we work on the soft tissues on the face, but we also work on the energy line of our body, which are all these meridians runs through. Okay. So this is why an interrupted flow of energy in a certain meridian can cause a slowing down or malfunction of a certain organ, which is frequently shows on the part of the face, corresponding to that particular meridian. Furthermore, every meridian organ pairing is related to certain psychological or emotional indicators, which can also be detected when observing facial expressions and balanced through local facial and distal body points. So I actually would like to show some meridian lines with everybody. So far, are you guys following?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now I would like to talk about the heart meridian route. The heart meridian is the house of the spirit. On our facial coordinates, the heart is at the tip of the nose and at the side of the upper and lower lips. Okay. Let me share a picture. So the picture here, it's the heart meridian route. The heart meridian is an in meridian, and it is paired with a small intestine meridian. It reveals itself through the brightness in the eye, governs fire and heat, and it rules the blood in its vessel and directs circulation. It opens into the tongue and controls speech. So you can see how it runs. It originates from the heart, then emerges and spreads over the heart system, passes through the diaphragm to connect with the small intestine. And we do also have an exterior meridian part that running through to lung and then turns downward along the arm. It ends in the inner tip of the little finger. So the function of the heart, because the heart is the emperor of all organs, so it's like it's ruling over the entire being, physical, emotional, and mental. It is responsible for blood and circulating it through vessels to nourish the cells. So when your heart meridian radiates and shines from one person's eye and face, your mental ability and consciousness are found in the heart. So since form and essence are not separated, thus Chinese medicine sees that mind and perception reside in the heart, not the brain. And the heart dominates sleep. So if our heart is strong, a person will fall asleep easily and sleep soundly. But if the heart is weak, a person's mind will float, causing an inability to fall asleep, disturbed sleep, or excessive dreaming. Overall, the imbalance of the heart shows up as a red tip of the tongue, usually caused by heat. So this can manifest as sleep problems, palpitations, red face, or bitter taste in the mouth. It can also be triggered by stress or emotional trauma. Now, to pair with the heart meridian, we have a small intestine meridian. So the small intestine meridian route on our facial coordinates, the small intestine is at the jawline and it's just above, the lateral lip line, which is somewhere here. That's where the small intestine meridian runs through. Let me just show you the picture quickly. Okay, so the small intestine meridian, it starts from the tip of the little finger and cross the wrist. It runs upwards along the posterior side of the forearm until it reaches the back of shoulder, where it ends at the uppermost part of the back. At this position, it travels externally across the neck and cheek until it reaches the outer corner of the eye, and then it ends in the ear. So the function of the small intestine, it filters and absorbs liquids and solids that are sent from the stomach. So if you have an imbalanced small intestine meridian, the signs include bluish lips with white border, emaciation, or profuse sweating, swelling on your leg or your arm, or sometimes you have pain around your ears and pain depressing the abdomen. So these are the indication that our small intestine meridian is imbalanced. So we also have stomach and spleen meridian and kidney meridians. And we have also bladder meridians that runs through our face, and also the three burners of life, energy. I would like to talk about the stomach meridian that runs through our face. Now, because the stomach and spleen meridians are very important, according to TCM in our body. So Okay, this is the stomach meridian. It actually reflects on our face around the chin area. Okay, now the pathway of the stomach meridian starts from the end of the large intestine meridian at the side of the nose and pass all the way through the inner corner of the eye to emerge from the lower part of the eye. So going downwards, it enters the upper gum and curves around the lips and lower jaw. So the stomach meridian actually goes through our face. It then turns upwards, passing in front of the ear until it reaches the corner of the forehead, where it splits into an internal and external branch. So the internal branch emerges from the lower jaw, running downwards until it reaches its pertaining organ, which is the stomach. You can see that the stomach meridian is quite a long meridian. So it's also one of the important meridians that runs almost through our entire body and through our organs. And there's also another meridian that runs through our face, which is called the bladder meridian route. Okay, now the bladder meridian route, the bladder meridian starts as the inner side of the eye that goes across the forehead to reach to the top. Let me just share with you guys a photo of bladder meridian. Okay. The bladder meridian is a young meridian you can say it's a body's first line of defense of any external attack like coming through our body. Okay, so it starts from the eye and goes around the forehead to reach the top of the head, where it branches into the brain. The main channel then goes across the back of the head and divides into two branches. One branch crosses the center of the base of the neck and extends downwards parallel to the spine. So once in the lumbar region, it branches out to reach the bladder. The other branch crosses the back of the shoulder and runs downwards on the outside, which is adjacent and parallel to the inner branch. Then it continues down, all the way down, until it reaches the buttocks, where two branches run across the back of thigh along different pathway that join at the back of the knee. Now the joint meridian then continues along the back of the lower leg, circles behind the outer ankle, runs along the outside of the foot, and terminates on the lateral side of the tip of the small toe, where it connects with the kidney meridian. Now this is you can say it's the most important how can I say, it's not the most important, but it's very frequently used meridian to get rid of our body's byproducts. So when we massage, when we do any massage, Swedish massage, Thai massage, Javanese, or traditional Chinese massage, you can see that we often work a lot on the back, because that's where the bladder meridian is. And once you are working on the bladder meridian, that's why you are regulating the qi and the blood circulation, which that improves the body health in general. Okay. So the bladder meridian is called the minister of the reservoir. So it's responsible for storing and to expel the urinary waste fluids passed down from the kidneys. And it is an energy system that bladder channel is intimately related to the autonomous nervous system. That's because the bladder meridian runs along the back of the body from eyes to the little toe, with 2 parallel branches flowing along each side of the spine. Now, these 4 branches of the bladder meridian directly influence the sympathetic and parasympathetic chunks of the autonomous nervous system, which regulates our fear response, and in turn, all the body's basic vital functions. So if we have a bladder meridian imbalance, sometimes one may suffer from dehydration, frequent and urgent urination. These all are the indicator to show that our bladder meridian is imbalanced, and also painful urination and dark of the bloody urine, fever, thirst, suspension. So you can see, because it's paired with the kidney meridian, that's why a lot of its imbalance, it's related to fluids. Okay. So when our bladder meridian is balanced, we will actually have we will be vitalized with qi, and we will feel better. The whole energy level will be different. And let's talk about the lung meridian. Okay. Now the lung meridian also, the liver meridian, sorry. The liver meridian starts from the top of the big toe, and it goes across the top of the foot. Let me just show you some picture. Okay, the liver meridian. They all say that the liver is the liver meridian starts from the top of the big toe and goes across the top of the foot. It is important because it functions in detoxification. Okay, so this is also a very important meridian lines. After shared with you all about the meridians, different meridians, and why it is important. So now we can understand why Jing helps a lot on our body system. And here I would actually like to show you some tools that we use for Jing. Okay, so these are the tools that we use actually for Jing, which is made out of the buffalo horn. Now, they come in different shapes, okay, and can be used on different parts of the body. Okay. So as this one, you can actually use it on the face, like the acupoints around our eyebrow. Okay, and this one, you can actually use it on the neck, where you can massage your SCM muscle, right? And this one, the small one here, it's also, it comes in a smaller size and with the oval shape. It also works very well for the facial bulging, say under your eye and around your mouth, okay, and next to your nose. All these all have meridian lines that runs through. And this one, the big one here, we often use it for the body parts where you can actually use it on the neck as well. You can do this, okay? Or you can also use it on the arm. When you feel wherever there's a blockage, okay? All these tools can be used to free all the blockage and increase the blood circulation. And also you can use it on the back as well. So all these tools have a different purpose. And you can actually choose which one you want to use according to your own likings. So as for now, I would like to demonstrate facial bulging to see how it is actually done. So we will, to start off, I would actually like to start with this small tool, okay, to do a facial bulging. So first of all, we will apply some cream on the face. And let me just apply some cream. You can put some cream on your hand like this, okay? And you can put it on your forehead and you stroke this tool across your forehead, like so, to loosen the soft tissues or the fascia on our face, okay? Because the muscle structure on the forehead is actually the direction is vertical, okay? So when we perform bulging, the direction must be horizontal in order to loosen up the muscle and to stimulate the meridians. Okay, so we have the bladder meridian that's going through our forehead, and we also have governing meridian that runs in the middle of our face. Okay, so this is how you bulging on your forehead, and it actually brings a great relief if sometimes you have headache or heaviness on your forehead, or you have migraine. Okay, you can do this at home on yourself, and you will find a great relief of all those problems. And here are the acupoints that you can work on, which is on the eyebrow. Okay, all these points you can stimulate them. Okay, to increase the flow of qi. Okay, and also bulging can you can do it, perform it under your eye, around your eye. Okay, so this actually helps well with black eye or when you have eye bags. Okay, and when you have fatigue in your eye, around your muscle, your eye muscle. So this bulging actually takes off the tiredness and the fatigue around your eyes, which makes your eyes feel refreshed. And sometimes some people might even have brighter eyesight. Okay, when you stimulate the meridian and the acupoints around your eye area. Okay, all right, and also this is the tool that I used around the eyes and the forehead. Okay. Sometimes we can also use a different tool, such as this one. Okay, this one is more pointy. Okay, some people would like to use this one as it gives more pressure on the face. Okay. So this one can be used as you have a sagging cheek, or you feel that your face is not firm enough. Okay, now with this tool, you can actually gently stroke the tool across your cheekbone. Okay, and you repeat this motion for a few times, which it works and it manipulates the soft tissues under your skin and loosen up the fascia. At the same time, you are also working on the meridians of the face. Okay. And this actually can give you a firmness of your cheek. Okay. And and also a better complexion overall. Okay.
Hi, Tracy. Sorry, just to
Yes.
stop you for a moment. Understand that you have been in Africa. You have worked there for quite a while. So can you just share with us during your period, your stay at Africa, introducing all this sporting, how is the response like in Africa?
拨筋.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I actually 拨筋 because 拨筋 I haven't really because I've only come across this technique when I went back to Taiwan, so I haven't really practiced them while I was in Africa. Yeah, so I can't really share with you the experience on that.
How about your experiences in Taiwan? Are the you learn the techniques over there, right?
Okay, so overall, because when it comes to facial treatment, we have Bourjin treatment, and we have gua sha treatments, and we have also other facial treatments with that you actually manipulate your soft tissue with your hand. Okay, so far that Bourjin with the buffalo horn somehow has the best feedback and response from the customers and the clients. Okay. Because first of all, it doesn't leave any marks on the face. Okay, it's the gua sha. Okay, and the difference between 拨筋 and gua sha, gua sha only helps with the blood circulation, but it doesn't go deep enough to manipulate your meridians and deeper muscle tissues. And so 拨筋, in a way, it feels nicer and it doesn't leave marks and the effect is better. That's why a lot of customers, when they come back and they actually ask for this kind of therapy. Yes.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for sharing with us. Maybe you can continue more on what is sporting.
Okay, thank you. All right, so now let's talk about 拨筋. Let me just also show you guys a picture. So we all know when we do facial massage or facial boarding and facial gua sha, what are we really doing? What are we really working on? Okay, so when we do all those boarding and gua sha, especially boarding, we are not just touching on the surface of the skin, but we actually work on the soft tissues, connective tissues, muscles. So once you know how your muscle structure looks like on your face, you will have a better understanding of how boarding works as well. Okay. So we have, say, our forehead, we have muscle called frontalis, and on our side, we have muscle, it's called temporalis. All these muscles are the structure on our face, which is covers on the forehead and the temporal muscle. And the muscle around our eye it's the orbicularis oculi. Now, earlier on, I did do a demonstration on the boarding on the eyes. That's why that was when I was working on that piece of the muscle. Okay, and around that piece of the muscle, it actually has a lots of acupoints surround the eye. Okay, so when you work on the piece of muscle or stimulates the acupoints, it brings qi and the better blood flow to the eye area, which gives gives a relief to the eyes. Okay, so this is how our facial muscle looks like. So now we know in combination of the muscle and also the meridians and the acupoints. So boarding is able to achieve so much, not just on the muscle level, but also it interfere with the flow of qi and on muscle. Okay, so it works on both directions, muscles and the meridians. Unlike gua sha, it only works on the blood circulation mainly. Okay. So before, when I was sharing about the bladder meridian that's running through our face, there's also a meridian. It's called the large intestine meridian. Okay, that's run through our face as well. And I would like to show you a picture of it. Okay, this is the large intestine meridian. The facial coordinates, the large intestine meridian corresponds to the side of the neck, lateral sides of the cheeks, upper lip, and nostrils. It continues to the outside of the shoulder muscle, then crosses the shoulder blade and travels upward over the muscle at the side of the neck to the cheek, passing through the lower gum, then over the top lip, ending beside the nostril. Okay, so the pathway of the large intestine meridian starts from the tip of the index finger and runs between the thumb and the index finger. It then proceeds along the lateral side of the forearm in the anterior side of the upper arm until it reaches the highest point of the shoulder. From there, it has two branches. One goes internally towards the lung, diaphragm, and large intestine. The other travels externally upwards, where it passes the neck and cheek and enters the lower teeth and gums. It then curves around the upper lip and crosses the opposite side of the nose, as it is shown in the picture. So the large intestine meridian receives the impure portions of food and liquid from the stomach and small intestine. It absorbs water from them and eliminates the rest. Okay, so when you have a physical imbalance of a large intestine, symptoms of abdominal pain or intestinal cramping, diarrhea, constipation, as well as the disorder of the mouth, teeth, nose, and throat. This can be the indication of the imbalance of your large intestine meridians. Okay. And now let's talk about the lung meridian. The lung meridian lung meridian on the face coordinates, it corresponds to the upper cheek area and nose. So it originates in the middle portion of the body and runs downwards, connecting with the large intestine. It then turns and passes through the diaphragm to connect with the lungs. This meridian branches out from the armpit and runs down the medial aspect of the upper arm, where it crosses the elbow crease. It continues until it passes above the major artery of the wrist and emerges at the tip of the thumb. Another branch emerges from the back of the wrist and ends at the radial side of the tip of the index finger to connect with the large intestine meridian. Because lungs are responsible for establishing the foundation of qi, energy, for the entire body. Okay. The lungs house the body's 7 emotions and are responsible for self-protection and self-preservation. Now, when you have an imbalance of the lung meridian, you have some, it's an indication of disorder of the chest, lung, throat, and nose. So the body is a complex system that shows how it feels from the head to toe. So TCM has drawn a map to navigate the pathway of energy that governs health and disease. So it all starts from the face, but everything, it runs through the whole body. Okay. So basically, this is what I would like to share with everyone about Jing facial therapy and 12 meridians that runs through our body and the importance of it. Thank you very much.
I just want to know if let's say I want to introduce this treatment, this therapy to other countries that are not so, not so well known. They are not introduced this therapy to their country yet. So how can I actually you know, bring this into other country? What is the first step that, you know, as if let's say I'm from other country and then I want to introduce this therapy, what's the first step that I should do to actually um, know more of bringing this therapy?
I think first of all that because when Bojing is used, it relates a lot with it relates a lot with TCM theory. So one is got to know the importance of the meridians and the energy in our body, okay, because it works with the 12 meridians. So it's actually best if we can actually share with people more about the TCM theory and the importance of qi and energy in our body. And hence we can, after we share all this, and we can actually introduce and bring in the tools, okay, together when we share these theories of meridians and how this will help our qi flow in the body. So in that way, we can promote or introduce the sporting therapy to other countries and to other people.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for sharing so much about this sporting therapy. Everything is very complex, but the benefits of this is to actually, you know, instead of opting for what machines that usually when we do facial, we always opt for, you know, machines. But in traditional Chinese medicine way, we use equipment and tools to actually maintain the our skin health, and also not just our skin health. As you shared, the meridian points are also link all the way through our body. So would like to know, do anyone have any questions for Tracy?
Yes, of course. Yes, thank you, Nadia. Yes, Nadia. Yes, I've been looking, watching. However, thank you so much. I'm just asking, this buffalo horns, are they real buffalo horns, or they just call them buffalo horns? The other question is really this facial potting, you know, where you do circular movement, and it's such a wonderful kind of technique, and where in Africa it's been introduced, you know, because we, especially us, you know, I'm 21 years. However, I'm starting to get those, especially here on the forehead, whereby we've got those lines, and that if ever we want to start filming them, will it really work at my age, at being 21 years? I thank you.
Thank you. Sorry. These are really made out of the buffalo horns. Okay, these tools are. They are, yes, it's genuine buffalo horns. We do have some other kind of tools that's also used on boarding, but they are using different material. But we use we use buffalo horns because the texture of the buffalo horns on the skin, it's very soothing, okay, and relaxing. It's why buffalo horns is being used on boarding. And sorry, I didn't catch your other question.
No, I was saying that in Africa, where do you have a clinic where it's been practiced? But now when you are saying that is a true buffalo horns, don't you think the animal rights groups cannot be against us when we are using these buffalo horns? How do you obtain those buffalo horns? Because the animal rights groups here in South Africa, they are very they upfront about animal rights. I thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I do agree strongly with your points and opinion, because it was back many years ago that it was a few years ago when the bone therapy was introduced to us, and the product was using buffalo horns. So at that time, we didn't really have this awareness or consciousness of animal rights and so on. So now we actually opt for other material that's can substitute with buffalo horns and can also be used on boarding as well. So it's not necessary, and which is, if it's better, then I think buffalo horns should not be used. Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Lesego from South Africa.
How?
Does this treatment work for trigeminal neuralgia? My mother suffered from trigeminal neuralgia for a long time, and I just wanted to know if it is effective, or I don't know, will it work for such a condition?
Sorry, what's the condition again?
It's trigeminal neuralgia. Okay, let me just check here. Okay, on Google, it says it's a chronic pain condition affecting the trigeminal nerve in the face. The trigeminal nerve carries sensation from the face to the brain. It is most common in women aged over 50.
Okay. Actually, I haven't come across such a condition in my customers, but I believe because boarding has a healing effect, because it works on the 12 meridians. So I think you can try with boarding for the start, and to see if it really helps. Because all these energy lines that runs through our face. Okay, so if you manipulate with all these meridians, it does somehow bring some healing power to the body, and it does also affects the nerves, the nerve system. But I don't know how effective that will be, but you can always give it a try.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Can I
Tracy,
ask a question?
Okay, go.
Geni. Hello, can I ask something? Geni, I heard you. Okay.
Is it Rebecca? Rebecca, I believe you're on mute.
No, I had Dr. Ayla wanted to speak. That's why I muted. Okay. Maybe Jenny, I had, you raised something that I wanted to raise concerning that if from other countries we want that medication, how can we get it? Because of, from my side, I'm someone who's suffering from sinusitis, and which is a chronic disease that I think while I was 11 years since I have it till today. So can this medication assist me with my sinusitis?
Okay, I believe that the theory behind this traditional Chinese therapy is to just maintain your overall health, but how effective that this can actually help to cure your existing condition, it's very subjective, but probably it could improve your condition. So how these buffalo horns actually work is to actually work along your meridian lines to reduce any blockage, provide a better energy flow in your body, and in your overall health as well. So for my understanding towards buffalo horn, it's not just you do it on your face, but once you do it on your whole body, and then because the meridian lines is linked from your head to all the way to your toe, so once you do this therapy um frequently, on a frequent basis, so you got to engage a professional to do it first of all. So where can you find this kind of professional? Basically, quoting therapy is very famous in Taiwan, in Singapore, and in fact in China as well. So if you would like to introduce this equipment, you can always you know search at Taiwan, or you can search at China as well.
And let's say us as this network, is it a possibility that we can have a network where maybe from that side of maybe China, if you have people that knows that they can, we can work with to have it on our side, how can you assist us to maybe if we require to have it and sell it in our country?
Okay, we're actually looking.
Jenny, maybe you can explain a little bit about the clinics, right? In Singapore, how many people that come to your clinic, and what is your rental revenue on the clinics, right? Because we wanted to bring this wellness to Africa and to also Indonesia. So Indonesia is also a big market for this, but the idea was we want to combine the wellness of what you have, TCM, with the wellness that we already had, so it is like not mixed, but how I say it, for example, we still use the Meridian point, but we use herbal medicine from each various country. Will that possible, Jenny? Maybe you can explain possibilities of this network, like your clinic. It's been open for like other countries in Africa, or in fact Indonesia.
Sorry, Dr. Ayla. Tuto, please mute your mic.
Hi, Tuto. Can you mute your mic? Hi, Tuto.
Can't you mute?
Okay.
Can you mute him, please?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ella, for your questions. So to bring in this therapy into other country, I believe that the first step is to talk to people which is our TCM Spa, we can actually collaborate and share more on how we can bring in this business to other country. Like for example, you got to know the basis of traditional Chinese medicine. So it's not just about medicine itself, but it's also about the equipment that has been used. So we do other therapies such as gua sha as well, but it's not just one kind of treatment. But to bring this into other country, you got to first of all, I believe that you got to network with people from China and Taiwan as well. But as for us, right, we do want to bring in this treatment to other country, but this one we will have to discuss again.
No, thanks.
Do the rest have any other questions? No more questions, yeah? Okay, so yeah.
It was very a very fruitful kind of a session, and really it's really inspiring, and really we want to be part of, if we can hear it more, because most of women, when they age here on the face, on the contours here, on the side of the nose. So we want to firm those sides, and if ever we can be if we can be assisted in that, really I think more women will really come to that clinic. So let's see how best we can be able to negotiate, and I want to be the first person to be assisted in that, so that so that they can do those contours and the Meridian for me. I'll be very happy if I can be assisted on that. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you so much.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Maybe you can share your income, your clinic income, yes? So your clinic income in Singapore, yes? So that is very attractive.
Okay, so we do have 4 branches across Singapore. Singapore is quite a small country, so based on this our daily revenue, I should say probably roughly around along averagely 7,000 Singapore dollars, around there averagely. So definitely we
how much? Jenny, how much? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Averagely around 7,000 per day, averagely. Sing dollars is in Singapore dollars. Dr. Ella, are you able to hear?
Yeah, so
okay.
7,000 Sing dollars is equivalent almost to $7,000 per day. Yes, it's a good money. Yeah, very good money. That's why your boss very rich. Yes.
Yeah. So actually, we've been in this market for since 2002. So it's been 18 years we've been doing this. So actually, this traditional Chinese therapy we started off not long ago, around a few years ago only. We are quite new on it, but we are always getting more professionals in, TCM physicians, to do all the therapies, acupunctures, and right now there's so much more to learn about traditional Chinese therapy, because it's really broad. So it will definitely take some time to always introduce new therapy into our TCM spa as well. Dr. Ayla, I hope I answer your questions.
Able to change it with like a horn from the sapi. The sapi is what? Yeah, the cow.
Oh,
Because then
cow.
you know, buffalo. Some in Indian eat buffalo.
Ah,
They don't eat beef, but whether it's possible to change it with like a horn from a different animal. Yes, like when we use the meat for the food, and we can also use the horn. So for like this type, whether it's possible.
oh, okay. For this, I would need Tracy to advise us because she's much more knowledgeable in the kind of material that is that can substitute buffalo horn. Tracy, over to you. Tracy. I think you got to unmute.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I believe there are other options that we can substitute use of the buffalo horns, because as for the animal rights, I do think it is right that we should maybe try some other materials as well, that also soft on the skin, and the texture is also similar to the buffalo horn. It doesn't really have to be the genuine buffalo horn. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. Is there any more questions? Okay, if there's no more questions, I would like to thank everyone for joining me today, and as well as Tracy in this wonderful conference. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope to see you on the next conference. So thank you everybody for joining me today. I would like to end this session now. Thank
Okay, thank you,
you.
Jenny.
you. Bye.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Jenny. Thank you.
Thank you.
Send
Thank you.
regards to your boss.
Definitely, I will send regards. Thank you, Dr.
Yes.
Ayla.
President
Thank
Abby.
you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye from Zambia. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.